Hey everyone, it's Sarah at Repeat Crafter Me, and we are on our 10th square in the Under the Sea Crochet Along, and we have an adorable little clownfish. It's definitely giving Finding Nemo vibes, so I hope you enjoy this one. I feel like you could use this for a lot of different projects. This one's a little smaller than the rest because it's a little fishy. So let's get started. You're going to want to get your Red Heart Super Saver yarn or whatever yarn you're using for this project. This is color Pumpkin, perfect for the season, and I love how bright and orange it is. And then I have my white yarn and then my black yarn as well, and my size H crochet hook. I am going to be posting the written pattern on repeatcrafterme.com, so you can print that out. I actually have it next to me because there's kind of a lot of different, it's very simple stitches, but there's a lot of different kind of stitch counts here. So I'm going to follow along as I'm doing this with you as well, because I couldn't get this one memorized for the video like I usually do, but it's so cute and it will work up fairly easily. So we are going to start with our orange yarn, and we're going to go ahead and make that magic ring, and we are going to chain 2. And we're gonna make 8 double crochets in the ring. 1, okay, hold on. Let's bring my yarn over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I'm gonna pull this tight. I'm not going to join it because I kind of want this to be a half circle. So I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to turn. I'm going to double crochet in the first 2 stitches. And then I'm going to make 2 double, I have to move this. There we go. 2 double crochets in the next 4. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm just going to make 1 double crochet in those remaining 2. I think we got 2 stitches there. Yeah. Okay, so we're still working with that half circle. Chain 2, turn, double crochet in the first 2 stitches. And then 2 double crochet in the next 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now make 1 double crochet in those last 2 stitches. There we go. Okay, look at our half circle there. Now, we are not going to chain and turn because we're going to be working along this straight edge. So what we're going to want to do is just chain 1, and we are going to make 12 single crochets along this edge. Just try to do the best you can and spread them out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right in the middle, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so I got 12 along the edge. And now we're going to go ahead and join in our white yarn. I'm actually going to leave this attached. You can fasten it off if you'd like, but I'll show you. I'm just going to leave it attached. So I'm going to join in my white yarn. We are going to chain 1. We're going to turn, and we're going to single crochet along the first 4. We're going to half double crochet in the next 2. And then we're going to make a double crochet in those remaining 6 stitches. Because I got to move this guy out of frame. because it's snagging my yarn. Here we go. Okay, come on. Okay. So it looks like that. We're going to chain 2. We're going to turn. We're going to basically make the double crochets and the double crochets from the previous row there, and half double crochets and the single crochets. So double crochet in those first 6. Half double crochet in the next 2. And single crochet in the last 4. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and join back in the orange yarn. Again, you can fasten off if you like. I'm honestly just going to carry it over, and we're just going to hide it along the edge as we're stitching it down and creating that black border. So I'm not too worried about it. If it bugs you, please feel free to fasten off and, you know, weave in those ends as you go. We're at the end. Okay, so we joined in our orange yarn. I chained 1. I'm going to turn, and we're just going to go ahead and single crochet in each stitch across. Okay, should have 12 stitches. We are going to chain 2. We're going to turn. We're going to double crochet in the first 2. We're going to half double crochet in the next. And then we're going to single crochet. Then we're going to do another half double crochet in those next 3. Half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet in the last. Now, I know that seemed like kind of a lot, but look how it makes it kind of this wavy edge. And that's kind of what we want to make those clownfish wavy stripes. All right. So now we are going to join back in our white yarn. I forgot to mention I did not fasten that off either. I'm kind of doing that same technique where I am just kind of pulling it over just so I have less to weave in. Okay. I'm going to turn. Oops. I think I was supposed to chain 2 there. No, chain 1. Chain 1. Here we go. Let's get this right. So then we're going to kind of do the opposite. So I had a double crochet in the first. I'm going to single crochet. And then I'm going to half double crochet. And I'm going to double crochet. Half double crochet. Single crochet in those next 3. Half double crochet. Double crochet. Half double crochet and single crochet in those last 2. All right. Oh, I might have missed a little stitch there, but that's okay. I didn't miss a stitch. I just kind of made it. It went down a little too far. That's okay. It still looks good. All right. Where are we here? We are on row 9. I am chaining 1. I'm turning. I'm going to single crochet decrease over the first 2, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next, and I'm just going to repeat that all the way down. So single crochet decrease, single crochet in the next, single crochet decrease, single crochet in the next, single crochet decrease, and single crochet in the last. Chain 1, turn, go ahead and single crochet all the way across. And then we are going to chain 1, turn. We're going to single crochet decrease over those first 2, single crochet in the next 4, and single crochet decrease over those last 2. Okay, let's just spread this out so you guys can see all those loose ends. So you can see it's kind of taking shape. It has those kind of cool stripes, and we're coming down here to make the tail. All right. We are going to go ahead and join back in our orange yarn. It's kind of a far reach, but I don't know, we made it. Okay, we're going to chain 1 turn, single crochet in each stitch across, chain 1 turn. We are going to go ahead and single crochet decrease, single crochet in the next 2, and single crochet decrease. You know what, I think I can. Now that we're starting on our tail, I'm just going to pause and I'm going to fasten off the white yarn just so I don't have that little bit of it getting tangled up. Okay, row 14. Okay, we are going to chain 3. So we should have chained 3 at the end of, sorry, I paused there, at the end of that row 13. So row 14, we're gonna chain 3. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna make 2 triple crochets. So there's 1, 2, and a double crochet all in 1 stitch. We're making our tail now. And then we are going to go ahead and half double crochet plus a single crochet in the next. Working in that next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet plus a half double crochet. Now we're coming to our last stitch and we're going to repeat what we did here, but backwards. So double crochet, 2 triple crochets, and a chain 3, join back down with a slip stitch, and we have the beginning of our little tail. We are going to then chain 1 turn. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Let's see, chain 1 turn, and I'm going to single crochet around this. So I'm going to single crochet, but when I get to these triple crochet stitches, I'm making 2 single crochets just to kind of get us around the bend there. And then just single crochet down here, coming back around to this other one. Oh, that's a double crochet, and then I think I got my 2. Doing 2 stitches, 2 single crochet stitches, the tops of those triple crochets, and just single crocheting back down the side. Okay. There we go. Now, well, you can go ahead and just join. But at this point, how cute is this? The body's done. At this point, you want to grab your black yarn, and we are going to go ahead and slip stitch around all of the edges. Although I feel like this could be an optional as well. Let me just show you the finished product here. So I kind of made a border around the whole fish here, and then I went and slip stitched, you know, along the edges of the white, and I did the top fin and I left the bottom blank, but up to you. You don't have to slip stitch with the black, but I kind of feel like it makes it look nice. So I'm just taking the black yarn, and I'm going to kind of push that down. I'm going to go along the very edge Oh, of course I snagged that. To get, just kind of loosely, try and get along the top. And slip stitch. Oop. Sometimes it's hard to get in the middle of those stitches that are now sideways. Okay, so I'm just slip stitching along the top. And now here is where it starts to get a little bit easier because you can see the nice stitches along the edge. And I'm just working along those back stitches. So just the back loops of those stitches. See how nice that looks? Just think this creates a nice little border. All right, here we are along the bottom. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, now let's see how this looks. I made my slip stitches a little bit tight, but that's fine. Just go along the tail. And again, you can go along the back loops of those single crochets that you made around your tail. Come on, black yarn. It was a new ball, so and I pulled from the center, so it's giving me a little bit of a hard time right now. All right. Look at that. And there we have it. We're back to the beginning. Okay. And now you can go ahead, stretch this out a little. I made those slip stitches a little bit tight, but that's okay. You can go ahead and slip stitch down along the line of the white. So you don't even really have to fasten it off on this side, but then I'll show you. So let's see if we can get this going the right direction here. Oh no. Come on. I'm just trying to grab. I can't get might have to fasten it off because it's up here. Trying to grab this yarn. There we go. So I'm just kind of working at the edge of those white stitches. You can see, you know, there's a little spot where you can snag the yarn. Surface slip stitching. Okay. Down to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and fasten that off. And however it feels comfortable, working from the bottom up or the top down. And I usually like to start on the edge. Insert the hook. Come on. Let's see. Gotta pull it from behind. here on camera. And again, just working at the edge of those stitches. I like this technique. Surface slip stitching. I should use it more often. Well, I have used it for a lot of projects, but not lately. Okay. I think you guys get the idea. You do it one more or two more times down here. I'm going to fasten this off, grabbing a long strand. Here's another thing. You're not going to see the back side. So if you want, just knot these. Why not? You could weave them in if you really want. I just kind of knot them. And then it's going to be sewn down. All right. Because you will have several little ends here. Oh, I never fastened off. That might have been half our problem there. Look how cute this guy is. All right. My tension was a little tighter on this one than the first one. All right, where's my tapestry needle? Here it is. Grab a strand of black yarn and your tapestry needle, and we're just going to stitch on a cute little eye. It's kind of like how I did the, let's see where we want to go here. It's kind of how I did the eye for the starfish. So I'm just kind of picking a little spot just over 1 or 2 stitches, and you're just gonna stitch that through about 4 or 5 times. Oh, I keep snagging my loose end there. And then, there we go, cute little eyeball. Then you can bring the yarn down here to make a little smile. Too cute. Okay. Let's just knot this for a minute. Get these out of the way. Probably want to do that a few more times. I just need to get this out of the way so I can kind of move on and show you. I'll fix that up later. In his eye. Okay, let's go work on the fins. I've already done one. It's kind of the same pattern we did for the tail. And a lot of loose ends here. And as I had mentioned, I don't know, I didn't do a black border on the bottom one. Kind of wanted to make it look a little more, I don't know, behind in the shadows. All right, let's do the top one. Let's make a second fin here for the top. It's going to be the same pattern as the bottom. You can tuck the bottom one in a little bit more, make it shorter. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a slip knot on my hook, and we're going to chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from hook and the rest of the way down. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3, turn, and make, oh, that's supposed to be a triple crochet. Make 2 triple crochets. 1, 2, and a double crochet, all in 1 stitch. Then we're doing that half double crochet plus a single crochet in the next, and then a single crochet plus a half double crochet in the next, and then a double crochet, and then 2 triple crochets, and a chain 3, slip stitch back down, chain 1, turn, and do those single crochets along the edge just as we did before. I make 2 all-in-one stitch on those top of those triple crochets, and then I just single crochet the rest of the way. All-in-one stitch on this other top corner and back down. Join. Fasten off. You can leave a long tail to stitch it on. Now, as I mentioned, you can go ahead and surface slip stitch along this edge too, using those back loops like we did on the tail, or not. So I'm going to be stitching one onto the back of my water bubble square. So I'm not going to go through this whole thing because I feel like we've done a lot of tutorials here with the other ones on stitching all of your pieces down. But as before, you just want to lay it out. I tuck in, again, I'm probably going to do a little more surface slip stitching here with the black. Maybe leave that one out. It can be facing up, it can be facing down. Okay, tuck this one in a little more. This one might want to stick out a little more. Any way you do it, it's just, this little cutie is adorable. All right, and then I would take a long strand of black and just first stitch around the outside of this, working through the fins, and then you can take a loose strand from your fin and make sure those are stitched down. Or you know what? You could leave your top and bottom fins kind of sticking up a little bit, whatever you feel like. But anyway, here's our cutie clownfish. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial and all the other sea creatures in our series so far. Again, pattern is on Repeat Craft For Me, and I will link to the other ones as well.